Alright, today, easy but real hash browns. And I know that's kind of intimidating to some people. It took me actually a while to learn it through experimentation when I could have just went on YouTube and learned how to do it in 5 minutes, but you're gonna see, it's quick and easy. So, we're gonna use the Yukon Gold type potato. I found I've had better luck with that sort of thing than like the big brown ones. All we gotta do is get a grater and grate them until we have a nice pile. Watch your fingers when you get to the end here. You don't want to grate your finger off in the potato mix. I'll just save that one for something else. How we looking? You know, if you have a food processor or something like that that has a grating blade on it, that would be a lot quicker probably, but I'm just showing you how you can do it. And then it's not that hard. So one way or the other, get your potatoes grated. We could do more than that. Those are little stumps. We don't need those right now. Okay, very important. This is where your mistakes could be if you've tried this before and you ended up with a big, gummy, gooey mess. All that liquid in there, you can see how wet everything is, has to go. So, get a paper towel, several, like I did, or use a real towel. A real towel is less likely to rip on you. I'm gonna grab a plate just so you can see how much moisture is in these things. You need to grab your potatoes, and I already ripped it. And you need to wring them out. I've already screwed up by ripping the paper towel, but that's okay. Look at that. Look at all that potato water that just came out of those potatoes. Let's see what we have. That is an important step you cannot skip. They will be a gooey, gummy mess if you don't get the water out. In fact, you might be, learn from my mistake here, it might be a little easier using an actual towel, but this is what I used. But we're not going to abort the mission over that. We're going to keep on going. So, from here I'm going to warm up a pan. And we're going to need to do a little splash of oil. Whichever oil you want, doesn't matter. This is olive oil. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna let that heat up for a minute. All right, our pan is hot, our oil's hot. Let's get these things going. Oh, hey, dog. Dog, I don't know if you want to have any hash browns right now. All right, let's get these in the pan. Now we're gonna try to, we don't want these scattered all over the pan. We want to put them in kind of a decent chunk, I guess you could call it. And you don't want to squish them down too far either. This is what we're doing here. Try to get it even. Okay, this pan obviously isn't flat, so I need to get a little oil swirled around. All right, now resist the temptation. Do not sit here and stir them. It is not a stir fry. You need to leave them alone and just watch the show here. Alrighty, our pan has been on medium this time, in case you were wondering, and now we're starting to see some brown bits, and we're gonna see, does it move? Look at that, the whole thing moves like a patty. See that? That's what you want. Now we're gonna flip it. Makes it convenient when you make your patty kind of the size of your spatula. Look at that. Look at that. Golden brown. Not sticky, not gooey. We'll do a couple minutes on this side. This is your choice now at this point. Do you want the underside heavily crispy like we did on the top? Or do you want the bottom section to be just a little golden brown or soft? Because I know when I eat hash browns, I like to cut through the crispy outer shell and then have some soft underneath. We do need to cook it a little bit on this side. It's just up to you how crispy you want it. But see, that only took a couple minutes. These are real potatoes, real hash browns. We're gonna let that go just a couple of minutes. That first side was maybe 4 or 5 minutes. It wasn't very long. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper right now too. Little salt. The top is still hot. And a little pepper. You can hit it with garlic, onion, all that other fancy stuff, but when it comes to hash browns, I kind of like them just to showcase the potato and the hash brownness of it. Alrighty, I think we are done. Let's go check it out. See what that underside does. Perfect. Alright, let's go to the counter and plate it up. And here, it only took a couple of minutes. Golden brown hash browns. Let's take a look and see what the underside looks like while we're here. That's our underside, which I think is about perfect. You got a little bit of crispness, but not a ton. And then look at the other side here. Now let's chop her open and see what we got. Look at that. Fluffy, real potatoes, hash browns, ready to go. Hit them with ketchup or drop a couple runny fried eggs on top. You're set. So don't be afraid to make real hash browns. You saw how long that took. What, a minute or two to grate the potatoes, wring them out, and then fry them. Just don't scatter them all over the pan and stir them the whole time. Do what we did. Put it in one spot. Let it sit for a few minutes. Flip them. Easy. Easy. That's it for today.